My colleague didn't invite me to her wedding, and it's completely unraveled our friendship. One of my colleagues at work has been my friend since childhood. We shared the same street, went to the same school, and when I was on the lookout for a job after finishing university, she tipped me off about an opening at her workplace. I applied, landed the job, and since then, we've been navigating the professional world together for quite a few years now. Our workplace is on the smaller side, and it's mostly dominated by male colleagues. Since we teamed up professionally, our friendship strengthened. We became inseparable, sharing lunches, chatting at each other's desks, and earning a reputation around the office as an unbreakable duo. A year ago, she happily announced her engagement to her longtime partner, and I couldn't have been happier for her. She had endured a tough period a couple of years ago, marked by 2 family deaths in close succession. During that challenging time, I did my best to be a supportive friend. We shared tears daily, and I made sure she felt I was always there to lend an empathetic ear. I even voluntarily shouldered a portion of her workload, ensuring she could take days off without the added stress of work piling up. Seeing her now, beaming with joy and excitement, brings a sense of warmth. However, since her engagement, conversations have understandably revolved around wedding plans, especially during our lunch breaks. I find myself privy to almost every intricate detail. When she booked the venue, she decided to keep it a surprise until the invitations were sent out. As the wedding day approaches, now just 2 weeks away, I've long abandoned any anticipation of receiving an invitation. I know when they were sent out because she recounted the delivery process and consistently shares updates on the gifts people are purchasing from their registry. Admittedly, it feels a bit awkward, but the more I dwell on it, the more the hurt intensifies. It's a sizable wedding, and she's extended invitations to some other colleagues from work, some of whom I wasn't even aware she was particularly close to. The reason for my omission remains unspoken, and at this juncture, I feel hesitant to broach the subject. It stings because I genuinely believed we shared a close bond, and now, I'm questioning whether that's the case. This situation prompted a profound reevaluation of our friendship, leaving me to ponder whether she values our connection at all. I've invested significantly in our friendship, offering guidance on decisions, providing a listening ear during venting sessions, standing up for her in workplace conflicts, and even saving her a slice of cake when she's away from the office. However, I struggle to recall instances where she reciprocated such gestures. Moreover, I've begun to notice a shift in our conversations. It seems she doesn't truly listen when I speak. After my turn to share, she seamlessly redirects the conversation back to her own narrative, almost as if my words were never spoken. When the discussion centers around me or my experiences, her responses are minimal, often limited to a nod before steering the conversation back towards herself. The growing suspicion that she might not genuinely care about me but rather values having someone to talk at, irrespective of the person, is disheartening. The years invested in this friendship have cut deep, leaving me feeling utilized. Work has taken a lonely turn as she was my sole friend there. I've distanced myself from our usual lunch routine, and when she attempts to engage in conversation, I tactfully bring it to a swift end, returning to my work. Strangely, she doesn't seem to have noticed the shift. Despite these feelings, I do genuinely wish her well. I'm sincerely glad she has found happiness in life, even though navigating this emotional roller coaster has left me feeling a bit lost. I'm uncertain whether my hurt is justified or if it's merely a result of my emotional sensitivity. I acknowledge that weddings have constraints on guest numbers, and tough decisions about who to invite are inevitable in an ideal world. Navigating through this complex web of emotions, I'm left wondering if there's a pathway back to mending our friendship. Has anyone else experienced a similar situation? Am I perhaps overreacting to the circumstances? Perhaps allowing the dust to settle and reassessing my feelings at a later time might provide clarity.